You have reinforcements inbound. Some of your squad is outside the safe zone. Resurgence has been deactivated. Hostile UAV in the area.
He was laying on the bed.
What, still operational in the AO? Contract works more than usual, so get it done, soldier. Gas is closing in. Be sure to collect. 3 squads left in the war zone. Stay alert. They hit the path that time. Stop yourself, and get back there.
A fucker. Butt around and put it up real quick, you feel me?
Geared up and stand by. Enemy soldier incoming. All stations, we are green to go. Stand by for deployment. Resurgence. Stay alive to keep your squad in the fight.
LC more. Follow me in.
Supply box UAV is on the way. Hostiles have established a SAM turret. They've got a SAM turret online.
UAV available for tasking.
Enemy UAV overhead.
SAM turret available. Priority tasking requested. UAV being off.
Your squad mate is redeployed. Well done. Additional contract online. Enemy counter UAV inbound.
No, entraron nosotros estamos distraídos.
Enemy dropping into inbound. Your squad mate's back on station. Good work. Primary objective complete. All targets eliminated. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. All squads done. You've got gas moving in. We're returning you to the front. Earn this. Starting lineup for the visiting Indiana Pacers. At small forward. At shooting guard, Andrea Mata. At center, Miles Turner. The highlighted.
Welcome to the annual 2K TV Awards Show.
We've seen some fierce competition. All of you have shown up and made this community the absolute best in all of gaming.
We're recognizing all of you that put in the work and rose above the rest in NBA 2K25.
We'll be giving away 10 2K TV awards this week, including the top play of the year, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And winners will receive not only bragging rights, but some pretty sweet rewards. NBA 2K26 with VC, My Team cards, and so much more.
Excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others. Outside Porzingis. On the wing, Tatum. Rebound by the Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to James. Off target with the 3. Celtics trail by 5. And here's James. He powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul too, and he'll go to the line. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round.
Get it again with the white vans, eh? Come on, do a push-up with me, eh? Do a push-up with me, eh? All right, go ahead and get to the gulag, buddy.
Quarter. Fires the 3. Fire comes to an end. We've got a close game going here.
Now look, this system is designed to create.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, one nickname you hear for DeMar DeRozan is the lone mid-ranger. He said you can...
Out to James. Fires the 3. Fire comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Los Angeles, up by 4.
I appreciate it. Go ahead. Oh, you remember that right there, boy?
Pass to Reeves. Back to James.
Give me one, Bronny.
James, the
Damn.
pass to Reeves.
From
outside the arc.
There we go. There we go.
James with the ball.
Give me one, LeBron.
The shot's good on the
Guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscle. Now it's 6'6" in the perimeter defense.
The ball.
Give me one, LeBron.
The shot's good on the guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscle. Now it's 6'6" in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it. James outside.
Give him another one. Bronny says they want to keep playing with you. Give me that shit.
And so
Bronny with the 30 piece on my man's top. That's crazy, bro.
A high-tension occasion. 2 teams ready to go at it, knowing that interest levels are off the charts, with the focus on the drama and the outcome. Who will come out on top? Next on EA TV. And all systems go here at Anfield ahead of what should be an enthralling night of football. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me here on the commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham United.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lou Dort.
And maybe it's shocking, and maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The forward spots with Neesmith and Siakam. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Turner in at the 5 spot. And for the Thunder, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. Doris, here we are looking ahead to the postseason. Do you have a favorite right now?
Well, Kevin, like anyone, I definitely have some ideas of who I think could be there and the last one standing. But I'm staying neutral. Number one, it's my job, and predictions only lead to the possibility I'm wrong, and I don't want to do that.
Now, here's Neesmith. Now, here's Siakam. To the middle, just 5 to shoot, and it's Halliburton missing. Here's Oklahoma City now. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Williams passes to Holmgren. Holmgren with a screen on Turner. Pulls up on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Halliburton outside. Williams against Siakam. Pass to Turner. Halliburton looking around. Lets it go. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
With everything he does, Halliburton is a nightmare for opposing defenses.
Now, certainly with one of the more unique shots in the NBA, Halliburton gets it done.
You know, Kevin, credit to Halliburton and the organizations he's played for, because a lot of them would have changed or tried to rebuild their shot. Halliburton and his organizations knew the shot worked, and he stuck with it. And now he's one of the best shooters at his position. Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And it's Williams with the jam.
Woo, that's the athleticism you talk about with Jalen Williams. This guy can get off his feet in a hurry.
A moment now to hear. From our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him about the challenge of facing Miles Turner, and he said this guy is a problem for our offense. Miles is an incredible shot blocker. You have to know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, we don't normally hear a coach talk about somebody's defense first, but Turner is that guy.
Thank you, David. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. His scoring average of about 32.5 points a game tells you all you need to know about how dangerous a player he can be. Count that one.
Let's remember that at 6'6", Shea Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
A moment now to see the numbers for Pascal Siakam. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he brings it for them every game on the offensive end.
Well, I think you can tell he relishes this role, being the catalyst on the offensive end, night in and night out.
Halliburton on the wing. Back to Neesmith. At the elbow, it's Turner. Pass to Siakam. Pocket 6. Now, Neesmith. The tray. Indiana again, missing.
Yeah, and the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
First free throw is good. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams-Doris has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and frankly borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame and he fits in personality-wise.
One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander Doris. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills. I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways.
And the first one at the line is good. And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a quote win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
So he gets them both. Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, that he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey.
Now, here is Halliburton. After the miss from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 points, that one goes. Halliburton's got his second basket of the game.
Wherever he's gone, the shot has followed. Halliburton perfecting his craft in the mid-range.
And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Nemhard. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. 1:36 left to play in the first quarter. Outside, George.
What you love about Lou Dort is this guy seizes an opportunity early in his career. He is always searching for ways to improve, and we know what a force he can be on the defensive end.
This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw good, George. George, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
All free throws good from George. On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league. Well, the vertical of Obi Toppin on display rises up with ease.
There's Williams, banked in off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
McConnell against Wallace. 43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. It's 3-pointers off the mark, and the Thunder with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Williams against McConnell. Williams, that's good. Williams has got 6.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. On the wing, Mathurin. Toppin sets a screen for Mathurin. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Oklahoma City.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
On the court for Indiana, They've got Toppin. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with TJ McConnell. Then it's Walker, and it's Mathurin, and it's small forward. Now, here's Halliburton. Last game we saw him score 14. Back to McConnell. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And here's Walker outside. Thunder with the rebound. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
Now, these two teams could easily end up meeting to decide the NBA championship. Tonight could be a preview of something with more on the line down the road.
They grab their own miss.
Boy, gentlemen, you just love to see that aggressiveness. He's not afraid to get after it.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says, they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. Guys and coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking us in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky's the limit. Here's Halliburton after the made shot from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace against Halliburton. Rebound by Wallace.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Caruso against Mathurin. There's a screen by Williams. Here's Wallace. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Halliburton outside. McConnell passes to Halliburton. Back to McConnell for three. Drains the three-pointer. McConnell's got himself on the board with three there. It's been a few years now, Doris, but it feels like point guard is the position in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, we certainly have our share of great point guards. Luka Doncic, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, they seem to be in the MVP conversation consistently. But the last couple MVPs, you look back, you've got a couple of centers. For a long time, the small forward spot dominated the game. It's really something that's in constant flux.
Now, here's McConnell after the miss from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good for two. And now just a 3-point Oklahoma City lead.
Mathurin very comfortable in the mid-range. He loves that distance.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. It's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pacers trail by 5. Halliburton outside. Pass to Toppin. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Toppin's got 5 points so far.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And looks like a legal pick. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Hartenstein comes in for Williams. And it's Jordan in for Case and Wallace. Indiana also making some changes. Turner's checked in for Walker. And Andrew Nembhard subbed in for TJ McConnell. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Look for Oklahoma City. Holmgren, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Jalen Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Gilgeous Alexander. Siakam is checked in for Indiana. Neesmith comes in for Halliburton. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Nemhard finds Turner. Siakam outside. There's a screen. It's the three-point bomb. Siakam's got 5 now.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes here allowed.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
And the Pacers with possession here. After the three-pointer from Chet Holmgren. Turner for 3. It's deflected. 1:32 left in the first half. Back to Joe. Pass to Holmgren. Off target with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Neesmith with the ball. He's against Williams. There's a good screen. Back to Neesmith. A three-pointer is right on target. Neesmith has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Joe. Williams looking over the floor. Shoots the 3. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start this game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here is Siakam. His last outing, 16 points for him. And the shot goes in. Neesmith has got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Williams passes to Holmgren. Back to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Neesmith. No good there off the double clutch. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hello there, everybody. It's halftime, and right now the Indiana Pacers are in the midst of a good battle. Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in?
I imagine Shaq probably throws that bowling ball a little too hard, Ernie. I don't know.
False. I have a finesse game, Kenny. One time I hit a sit-down shot from the seats behind the lane.
Shaq's like a trick shot artist out there. He's diving, he's spinning. I'm curious to see what's left in the bag. I'll get the lanes. You guys bring your own shoes this time. Shifting back to that first half of play, let's focus on SGA. Man, is he off to a strong start.
He's lighting this arena up. I mean, the numbers don't lie. Defense out there searching for ways to stop him, and they can't find no answers.
Nope. Yep. They keep looking for those answers, Shaq, and I'm not sure they'll find them.